Right, boys and girls, here we go. Here we go. Gonna do some flying. Gonna try and get all caught up to Qfmusiq. We're gonna show you how fast we can do this from not open to filing the flight plan, getting the plane ready to go. Speed, violence, momentum without the violence because we're flying a plane. Let's do this. Yes, I just stole a Dr. Disrespect thing.
Center American 2205 in San Francisco, ready to copy to LAX.
American 2205, file your flight plan, I'll send you a PDC.
AM, please, for American 2205.
2205, file your flight plan, I don't have it, then I'll send you a PDC.
That's right.
Alright, we're gonna be following along with Qfmusiq today, doing a little flight from Reno over to San Francisco in the deuce.
Sir, American 205, flight plan is set.
Just waiting here what gate she's at so we can...
Just getting sim going. I am at, I think, Bravo 10.
Bravo 10, she says. Bravo 10. So we'll go one right next, a couple over just to not get in her way. Loading in. Let's get sim brief
Okay.
ready to go.
Please show me where you want to go.
Pushback going.
Oh man, she's pushing back.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
It's gonna be interesting to try and catch up.
And we want our fuel. We want 5,600.
It's received for American 2205.
American 2205, great. If you could check your mic volume, it's extremely loud.
Alright, we're getting this all set up.
65, contact Salt Lake Center.
Here
Exhaust are coming on.
we go. That's loud as heck. That's right, I'm gonna have to readjust the sound now that I have the headset on.
We'll look at the fuel elevation.
Let's just get the APU going so we can get the people loaded up as
and then
quickly as
we don't have to
possible.
worry about it.
Going from cold and dark, boys and girls.
APU doors open. Starting APU.
Let's adjust that volume a little bit.
Okay.
That's better, not deafening me. Got the pack surrounding nav lights on. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Auto, auto, auto.
Come down here. About your radio. Hooked over to FMS. Get ready to jet bridge.
Ooh, she's about to leave. She's gonna kick my butt. I better get moving. Alright, we're aligning. We're doing Reno to KSFO. We are 5150. Reno flight plan, we're going to be using the Zephyr. I'm not sure what runway they're using. I'm just going to select one just to get it going. Reno, Zephyr, Merlet, Bodega, legs. Tell them to start boarding her up.
Cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready, you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's so loud. Every time.
No problem.
Whew. I don't know why that. I gotta go and find the master volume control for that. It's so damn loud. Oh my god, it is still so loud. Ah. That is one noisy add-on. That was so loud I lost my train of thought. Alright, we need to file with VATSIM. We're also going to need to get the overlay going. Current altimeter is 3009. Unauthorized client software. What? Is there an update to VATSIM and Xpilot that I didn't catch?
Are you here, Firestar?
Unauthorized client software. What in the world? Hey Ox Pro, how's it going? Sorry if I've been quiet for a bit. Ah, crap. They're all boarded up. Lovely. I'm a little bit behind the 8-ball. For some reason, VATSIM is not letting me connect.
I wonder why that is. And if I'm glad you asked, what are you using? Aren't you using Xpilot?
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and doors have been cleared. Okay, thank you.
And you can go gassy.
Nice, Ox Pro. Yeah, I mowed the lawn and did some other stuff earlier today. I actually need to transfer laundry at some point. Just cranking out a flight, maybe 2, and then dinner, and then I'll probably come back on again later, either playing this or ships or something. I don't know.
Uniform. Victor. And from there we can do our arrival, which is San Francisco.
Server error, huh? That is so weird. Can't stay connected. Oh yeah, Ox. I was just trying to catch up to this other streamer, Qfmusiq. She's also streaming in the Deuce. And I was just telling her, watch, I bet I could catch up with you. And of course now VATSIM is acting up. It looks like I need to install a different version of Xpilot. Let's see. VATSIM basically is just a network of pilots and air traffic controllers that you can get on and talk to actual people acting as ATC, more or less. Oh, you know what? This isn't going to work without me restarting the client. Damn. It's going to slow us down. Yep. Go with good old reboot here. This is really fun too. When you go to restart this, it whenever you're on the 200, it always crashes. Good time. Alright, we got X-Plane to go away. Let's exit self-loading cargo.
And 16 left or right. We want 166 on our heading. Excuse me, 164 to 4,902. Then Zephyr.
This is annoying. Really like to get SIBO mod down a little bit. I got in so late on X-Plane Vibe that yeah.
Put 19,000 and 164.
Yeah. There's something to be said about that as far as waiting for Microsoft Flight Sim. Because, I mean, like you said, it is about to be out, so.
And we want 164. There. And we'll set this for us. Speed.
Check, 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 check. There we go.
Looks like we're ready.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just setting this up.
So we'll cut packs off. Bleed is on. Ignition switch is on. And we'll get ready for it.
Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to do all this other crap. Ooh, it automatically does that. That's super nice.
Located in your seat back pocket is a passenger safety card. It describes the safety features of this Canadair regional jet. Please follow along as I go over some important safety information. There are 4 clearly marked exits on board this aircraft. There are 2 in the front of the cabin and 2 over the wings. Please take a moment to locate the exit nearest you. In some cases, these exits may be behind you. In the event of a power loss, follow the floor illumination strips to the exit. The cabin is pressurized for your comfort.
Oh, lordy. I swear I'll get it going back in a second. It's just, working on updating Xpilot so I can connect to VATSIM.
Place the mask over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic strap. Although the bag will not inflate, oxygen is flowing. Please secure your own mask before taking it.
Yeah,
Hi.
I wouldn't necessarily, like you said, I would probably wait, especially because you could try Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 if you get the Game Pass through Microsoft for $1 for your first month. If you've never used it before, you can try it, and then if you like it, cool, go buy the full version, and if not, then no big deal.
Awesome, Iceman.
Check, 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 check. All right.
You're fine. We haven't gone anywhere yet. We'll see what happens.
All right, all right, all right. We might be able to catch up here. We might have it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I should have probably had self-loading cargo open first. There we go. All right. Resume last flight. Yeah, I'm torn on which version to pre-order, to be honest. Because honestly, the default scenery looks really good, and the plane I really like version is the 787. If any of it's halfway is decent, then
That's no problem.
$60 extra to get all that extra stuff is nothing compared to getting normal add-ons.
It means a lot to me that you renewed.
All right, import from SimBrief. That's what we're doing. We want to leave it 2100, which is coming up. And let's get this stuff going again. I think I have to tell the app not to be louder than all sin again. Yep. All right, all right, all right. Please connect this time. Please connect this time.
Thanks for making my Saturday greater.
Hallelujah. We connected. I believe she's right there. We got it fixed.
Our rating is going down. Oh, we're going to blame Firestone. There he is. And you're above ground.
Right, 0 feet per minute. Epic. Come at me, bro. Alright, let's get stuff moving here. That's on. Get the air flowing. Those
See,
should
Iceman
be
should be right in the middle with the CRJ. Oh, that would be so awesome. You said you could have
Let's
pushed
get
it. Yeah, I'm
this
getting ready to push it now.
aligning. Awesome, so that's aligning. Alright, let's go through the switches here. Nav lights on, the rest of that can stay off. That's all good, that's all good, that's good. Auto, 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 that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Ah!
We're pushing.
Sweet! I love me some PDC. It's pre-departure clearance, by the way. So in the upper left, or in the upper part of the screen, you just saw ATC sent me my departure clearance already. Make my life a little easier. So I'll be able to just do that instead of having to call them and get it going. Let's begin our boarding.
Hi, cabin crew, we're ready to get going now, so as soon as you're ready, you can open the doors and start letting the passengers on board.
That is still crazy loud. There we go. Alright, that's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Let's get that set. 3009 should still be the altimeter setting. We're good there. Alright.
I know, guys. Oops, it's not late night. I forgot to change it.
Alright, let's get our flight going here on the iPad so we can get our charts. Because I have no idea about anything at this airport. Because I've never been there. Alright, so we're going to want the taxi chart, and we're going to want the SID, which is the Zephyr. Alright, so for the SID... Damn, I'm going to go all the way up to 190. Go all the way up to 190 on the SID. Let's get that speed bug set to 200 knots. And if you're wondering what you're hearing in the background, that's her stream trying to catch up to her, like I said. I think the neighborhood's about to have a barbecue. What's the odds of me smelling jet fuel right now? Yeah, you're probably smelling that lighter fluid, right? Airport elevation here is 4415, but we're going to SFO, and that's a landing elevation of practically sea level, so we got set to 40 now. That's good. Alright, let's get the flight plan going. 5150, execute. Temperature here right now is 32. That's toasty. Interesting. Not sure it's not calculating anything. We'll get to that eventually. This variable at 5. We're parked here, so I bet they'll have us go off 1-6 right, just because it'll be the simplest. Zephyr via Merlet. Going into SFO, we're going to be doing the Bodega via Legs. Door's going to be closing shortly. Alright, timing's looking good. Auto. I just remembered that's probably not set the way it should be. Alright, that's all looking good. Looking good.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and doors have been cleared.
Thank you.
Okay. It said calm down for the middle. That would have been a great picture.
Get some roundabout V speeds set here.
And we're taxiing.
135, 135,
We're gonna taxi slow. Hopefully Firestorm can catch up.
155. Should be pretty close. Alright, that's set. That's all good. Let's call for our pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
There she is right behind us. So make life easier, we'll do
Open
this.
center's closing.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, we're getting close. Alright, sorry about that, Oxpro, I was just trying to catch up. Tried landing 737 Garmal in Oslo, so I pulled up the ILS chart for the runway, and every time I got on course, localizer wasn't locked on, threw me off course, and then I found out the X-Plane version I have does not use the real-world ILS frequencies. Oh, yeah, so if you don't have the up-to-date nav database uploaded, yeah, it's going to do that. It's going to just completely go to the wrong places, basically. Alright, let's pull up that text message console.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
So, cleared as filed. Expect flight level 260 is what he's going to stop us at.
Windshield strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Squawk 3213. Contact ground with ATIS. Cool. Alright, so squawk code set. 122. 8.
Why did I think it was this way? 82. Realized it just now. We'll turn to the left.
I'm confused.
So guys, I'm looking at the chart and I'm like, why aren't we at the runway? We should have been there.
Give our passengers a welcome aboard announcement here.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome aboard the aircraft. My name is Steve. I'm your pilot today, along with First Officer David and your senior flight attendant Alana. She, with the rest of the crew, will be making our way around the cabin, making sure you're comfortable. We're not anticipating any delays, so we should be arriving on time at our destination. The guys on the ground have just told us they've finished loading the final bits of luggage into the aircraft, so we should be on our way very shortly. We are, however, waiting to receive clearance to push a back and start before we taxi to the runway. If you could help the cabin crew by getting yourself sat comfortable with the seatbelts fastened, that would be fantastic. Once airborne, we'll be starting our in-flight services, but for now, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and I hope you enjoy the flight. Thank you. armed doors.
Alright, contact ground with ATIS. There's no ground control on, so I'm not sure
See, I wonder how the passengers
exactly what was up with
are.
that.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We're gonna have to get them drunk. Solo lads. Oops, did I say that aloud?
Reno traffic, Blue Street 5150 pushing off of whatever gate this was. C9.
Oh, you're passing again?
Reno traffic. Any news on when you will start your regional job? Oh, I don't work for regional anymore. I actually fly for a mainline carrier now. I used to work for regional. I was an instructor pilot and got on with a mainline carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the emergency procedures. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you.
Alright,
Count
start
the
them
number
up.
of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and
N2
nose,
oil
like
pressure,
this.
N1
Hold the
ITT.
strap to tighten. If you are traveling with
Fuel
children,
flow,
make sure that your own
light
mask
up.
is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind.
Yeah, taking us on
Light
the
racks are
journey.
located below your
And the
seat,
thing
and
about it
emergency
is, like,
lighting
if
will
we
lead
looked
you to
at
your
our
closest
route,
exit in
we
flight. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for
And
takeoff, please take a moment
start
to review
number
the safety
2.
data card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention.
N2.
We hope you enjoy the flight.
Oil pressure. N1 ITT.
Operation complete. Set
Fuel
parking
flow
brake.
light up. Brake set, clear disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And good start.
Yeah.
Number dose. Alright, after start flow is complete. We're just waiting for that guy to get out of the way. I'm
Hose disconnected. Unbypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
super confused by what frequency she's on right now. What in the world? Go to the VATSIM map here. See if we can figure out which controller she's talking to.
Oakland Center is now closed.
Well, that's who she was talking to. She was talking to Center.
Oakland Center is now closed.
So Oakland Center's closed, so we're going back to advisory frequency, 22.8.
Like it's good. So we'll go 122, 18.
All right, we got everything started. Everything's looking ducky there. I need to get the ATIS still. That'd be helpful, actually. I already got the ATIS, that's right.
Reno International Traffic, music 882.
There
Line up
she
on
is.
Runway 16 right for departure.
I'm currently located in Ohio. Reno traffic, Blue Streak 5150, taxiing to runway 16 right, Reno traffic.
Alright, flags are coming on. Strobes are on.
Reno traffic, Music 882 on runway 16 right. Clear for takeoff. We'll be departing to the east.
Reno traffic, music 882.
And for some reason, my PFD and MFDs are frozen. That's not cool. So we're gonna be able to see her take off here. Just right there. Let's get lined up on this and moving slowly so we can watch.
And we're going to look at a chart here. 164, 4,920, then direct separate. And then from there, we're going
Let's see if we can get this positive to run again because it's completely jacked.
width
Yeah, something's messed up.
above
Let's reset that.
19,250 knots. Dat above 14,000, and then blackjack. Anyone have any questions? Nope. Alrighty then. And we're going
Now I need to come to a stop for this. That's right.
to speed up our engines. And we're cleared. Full thrust.
Well, we'll just take advantage of this moment to watch her take off.
And then we're going to have a cross.
There she goes. Isn't that cool? It's another streamer live right now. Alright, so right now we're waiting for our MFD and our IRS to reline because I was looking at it and I was like, why the hell is it saying we're pointed the opposite direction we were? And for some reason it was all frozen up. No, this plane uses a lot of runway aux
Music
pro.
882, currently upwind. Clear of runway 16 right.
That and you're already at 4,600 feet up here, so it's a lot of runway.
16 right.
Reno traffic, Blue Streak 5150 had to come to a stop on Bravo to reset our inertial reference system. Just sitting here waiting for it to go. Reno traffic.
Therefore, we want to be 5,000, and we are.
Yeah, this plane uses a lot of runway. I mean, right now you can see, let's get this out of the way.
On our yaw damper.
You can see it takes, we're already at 4,600 feet and it's hot day, so it's really high density altitude, and she probably did a flaps 8 takeoff. That's something I'm going to do different as a flaps 20 takeoff. It'll help us use less runway. Oh, come on.
We want to be under under 250 knots.
What is
And
up
we're
with
hitting
this
it.
thing? It's not even aligning now. Oh, wait. There we go.
So we came this way so that we can see
Alright, that matches up
some
now.
views before we leave out of Reno.
So here we go.
So you
Tell flight
tapped
attendants
out?
prepare for takeoff.
Cabin crew cease for takeoff, please.
And we can get moving again. And Reno traffic, Blue Streak 5150 is continuing our taxi to runway 16 right via Bravo, Reno traffic. Bring flaps 20 out. Set about 7.6 on the stab, that should be good. Oh, come on, go away, you silly screen. Now I'm trying to get rid of the screen, it doesn't want to go away. There it goes. Alright. They are ready for departure. Alright, for this departure we're going to flight level 190 at the start. We need to reach Merlin at or above 13,000. That's pretty high, pretty quick. Looks like it's just a straight up RNAV departure, so that makes life easy. It's just going to be positive rate, gear up, speed mode, nav mode, autopilot on. Won't be nothing but a thing. Alright, we'll get to the end of the runway here. It's 11,000 foot. We'll be ready to go. You know what I never looked at? I bet we have too much fuel. Not that there's such thing as too much, but I mean there is, but yeah, we got, that's not that bad. That's about what we needed. Stab trim is needed because since you're talking about a high-speed jet, the whole stabilizer moves to take it for account the fact that this plane flies at so many different airspeeds, so it makes takeoff more stable, basically. Reno traffic, Blue Streak 5150, departing runway 16 right to the southwest. Reno traffic. You know what? I think self-loading cargo just screwed with me. My heading indicators still aren't really changing, so I bet it gave me a malfunction. So ignition anti-ice is off, cast verify check, runway heading verify, yep, it's dead. Crap. And Reno traffic, Blue Streak 5150 is rejecting our takeoff. Got a maintenance problem, going to be clearing the runway, Reno traffic.
Oh my goodness. What happened?
Nothing to report, ground tech, really. I can't even make an announcement to tell them we have a maintenance problem. It's not a thing. So if you look down here, this isn't moving when it should be. So like right now, this should be lined up with runway heading. So we're gonna pull off to the side and try system reset here. We're just gonna turn the plane off and back on and hope that fixes the problem, because it's the Canadair reset jet. We're just gonna go out of the way here. Reno traffic, Blue Streak 5150 is clear of runway 16 right, taxiing to the holding block at 16 right at Alpha. What a pain in the hiney.
We want 22,000.
Yeah, see, passengers are getting less and less satisfied because maintenance issue I'm experiencing here.
I thought there was a lake over here as well. Maybe it dried up or something.
There we go, we're a little bit out of the way over here. Turn taxi light off, set the parking brake.
Hi there, just to let you know, we will be holding our current position for a few minutes. There are a few aircraft waiting to depart ahead of us, but we should be on our way very shortly. Thank you.
Yeah, that's not what was happening, but I guess I make that announcement. All right, let's see. Did it give me any failures? Do we have an active failure? It's not showing one. Yeah, that was a full-on failure of the AHRS. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, the lake is on this side.
It looks like it should be working now. It gave me a failure. That's cool. Well, there you go. It's lined up now. Let's see if it lines up when I move around a bit, though. Let's see if it'll actually move around.
We want to watch our speed.
Yep. Wow, look at that. That was actually a failure. There you go. All right, well, we're still all set. Everything's looking good and set for departure, so let's get a move on before these passengers get pissed off. Reno traffic, Blue Streak 5150, maintenance problem solved. We're going to be departing runway 16 right to the southwest. Reno traffic.
San Francisco.
Okay, we need to make the passenger volume a little quieter. It's can't actually really hear them up front like that in the real plane. You don't understand the issue. So down here, so see how this is moving as I turn to the right? It's showing more towards south. When I go to the left, it's going to go back towards east. That's the heading indicator. It was completely frozen. The game actually gave me a failure of it. So the attitude indicator was working, but the heading indicator wasn't. It was sitting there, but it wasn't actually swinging anywhere. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen a failure in this game since I started playing it again. So it's kind of cool because it was really subtle. I was just sitting there like, what the hell is it doing? And tried resetting it. That didn't work. So then I was like, all right. Well, you could move the heading bug. It's the heading indicator itself wasn't functioning properly and swinging the way it would. Whoops, that should be on, that should be on, that should be on. Here we go. Now that we're all set. Well, it's just a failure. If you saw the one screen, I have the game set to give me a failure approximately every 100 hours of gameplay. I'll experience a failure. But that's just an approximate number. That's just an average number. It could be sooner than that. It could be later than that. We could have an engine blow up. It could be anything. Whoa, I need to pay attention instead of looking over at my chat. I am all over the center line here. 80 knots. Checks. I forgot it calls it for me. There we do. Go. Looking better. See how much runway we're using even at flaps 20. V1 rotate. And we're airborne. Positive rate. Gear up.
Positive climb. Gear up.
Speed mode. Waiting for 400. Nav mode. 600. Autopilot on. Ooh. These are some interesting mountains out of here. It's a bit sporty for a 200. 1,000 feet, 200 knots. Flaps 8. Flaps up. After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist is complete. And Reno traffic. Blue Streak 5150 is clear, runway 16 right airborne on our way to San Francisco. Reno traffic. I need to change that push to talk for that because that is the same button as what's supposed to be my speed up 250 here. That's the same as my push to talk. Oops. Of course, now it's not recognizing the button I want it to use. It's really annoying. Sometimes it does this. Oh, that's... There we go. Now we got it going. Alright. By Merlet, we're supposed to be at or above 13,000 feet. Jesus, you use more in a CRJ than a 380. Use more what? Through 10. We still want to make sure we're climbing out. Through 10, we can turn off those extra lights. Well, it already did the dings automatically. We'll climb at 250 knots till we're above that 13. Use more runway. Oh, runway? Well, if you put a 380 on that runway, it's going to use, and if it's loaded up, it's going to use a lot of that runway because it's such a high altitude and a hot day. You probably wouldn't be able to have a loaded up 380 take off, actually. It'd probably need too much runway at that altitude. But also keep in mind that plane is designed to carry heavier load, so if it's empty, it's going to be a rocket ship. Especially compared to a CRJ200. CRJ200 is a pig. The 700 and 900 are a lot beefier. Alright, there we go. speed up to our 290 knots for the climb. Let's see what people have said so far. Excellent flight so far. Wish could fly regularly. Love the engine noise. Pilot better be... went away. Oh well. Leave that passenger sign on a little bit longer, just because we're dealing with a potential area of turbulence. Let's get some views going, huh? Out in the mountains. There's Lake Tahoe. Up to 50 passengers in a CRJ200. 18 for 19. We're gonna keep climbing to our filed of 26. Ah! 260, 260. Look at that, it's almost like the real thing. It's right where the PFD would be. Actually, if we want to be even more of a wise ass. Ta-da! It's not that unrealistic, really, because I mean, oh, well, hold on, let's turn them off. Whoa, gosh, do. Because I mean, really, when I was sitting in it, I'd be sitting right about there. So yeah, I guess I can see down there. Oh, there's a gorge out there of some sort. Is that supposed to be the Grand Canyon, or at least the start of it or something? I know there's lots of canyons up here, but... Alright, should be safe. Turn the passenger sign off. Oh, it already automatically did that through 10. That needs to be changed, because there's no way in hell I'd let that happen in the real plane. Where is that? Oh my god. Do not automate my seatbelt signs. That's my switch. I'm the captain. It's my switch. Understand? Yeah. Start your in-flight service, yo. We're above 10,000. Let's do this. These aren't long flights. We don't got time to dilly-dally. Speaking of, I should probably start looking at the charts for the next airport. And I should also see... Well, there isn't even a center on. Music 88. Damn it, that was the wrong button. Now... Speed... Crappy alts cap, because I fucked it up. Music 882, Blue Streak 5150. I don't think she's in radio range. So hold on, I'm I'm gonna turn on display capture real quick so you can see. This is kind of cool. You can go onto this website right here, map.vatsim.net, and you can see everyone in the world who's flying on VATSIM right now. Right now there's 882 people playing, which if you think about it, that's kind of cool. Right now we're over here. Whoops. You see these boxes? Those are the different centers, and I have can't see it because it's blocking it, but I have ATC selected so you can see which ATCs are on. And right now, there's me. There's her. Oh yeah, she's on a little bit of a scenic route. She's on the edge of contact range. Not sure where she's going. Yeah, isn't that cool? Glad I adjusted the times here on self-loading cargo for how long it actually takes to do a service. Because it was a little unrealistic before, it was a little too quick. Which, I mean, actually on an early morning flight makes sense just because people are like, don't bother me, I'm sleeping. This is pretty out here. Just wait, we're not too far away. This would look 100 times better than this. This is default scenery right there. This isn't even orthos. I don't have orthos out here. It's just near the airport. San Francisco's custom scenery, though. That'll be cool. Let them know we've reached our cruise altitude.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, just to let you know, we've reached our cruise level and we're not
Alright.
any major delays, so hope to have you at your destination on time as planned.
Oops,
As the cabin crew make the way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items, and I invite you to please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Alright. Coming up on our arrival here. So let's get our charts ready to go for the arrival into SFO, shall we? How do I unpin these other charts? There we go. Now I can bring up SFO. I wish I could show you what I was doing on the iPad right now too. That'd be pretty cool. So we are on the Bodega Star. We're gonna want the taxi chart because I've never frickin' been there. And I do not know what runway we're gonna use yet because I need to get the weather for SFO. You know what's fun? You can do the cheater way. Check this out. METAR SFO. Watch this. What the heck? I thought that was a thing with chatbot. Oh, it's not caps. I'm a dunce. METAR SFO. Wakey wakey chatbot. METAR. VATSIM METAR service. Alright. METAR SFO. METAR KSFO. Hey, jeez. What a pain in the hiney that was. Alright, so what we got here. Wind 030 at 8. 10 statute mile visibility. Few at 009. Temperature 23, that's a lot cooler than the 32 degrees C. Altimeter 29er 5. Alright, so winds 030 at 8. That's gonna favor either the 1s or the 2/8s. So what do we got approach wise? The 1s have no approaches associated with them. All right, well then we'll do the 2/8s. How about that? How about dem apples? Let's do 2/8 right, because that's probably what they would use in the real world. 2/8 left, I assume they'd use for departures more frequently than not. So we'll plan on 2/8 right. How do you go about getting CRJ or category rated? Like I see the aircraft is Cat 2 rated, but do you gradually move up the ladders or? Oh, it's just a little bit of additional training. So like it's just a little additional training just because you're taking it down to such a low visibility. And honestly, it's honestly like any other approach. It's just you're going to a much lower visibility, and you're using RA instead of MDA. This thing, the only thing that works is DH anyway, so whatevs, but yeah. Music. I keep hitting the wrong damn button. Music 885, Blue Streak 5150. How do you read?
Okay, he caught up to speed, so he's gonna make it before us. And we have proper spacing, so.
Does your airline have any requirements for the use of autopilot on the Cat 1, Cat 2 landings? So Cat 2, any Cat 2 approach or a Cat 3 approach requires you to have the autopilot coupled all the way to minimums. Cat 1 approaches, you can fly it however you want, just the autopilot has to be clicked off by 200 feet on, or 80 feet on a precision approach. Non-precision, it had to be clicked off by 400 feet. So it just depends on the kind of approach you're doing. But yeah, Cat 2s and Cat 3s. Cat 2 you have to have connected all the way to minimums. Cat 3, it's Cat 3's auto landing basically. Yep, that's everyone. Cat 2s and Cat 3s, it's autopilots required. Did I see the news? What? Someone go under? Did another airline go tits up, as my friend would say?
Yeah, I tried calling you as well on Unicom. I was checking in on you to see if everything was okay. I heard the maintenance call, but when I called a little while after to check in, I didn't get a response. So we're out of range. I'm behind you. We wrapped around. Wow. I've never.
Oh no shit.
Like how did that happen?
Air India seriously had a CFIT accident? Hey, I told you, man. They don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, let's wait until the investigation's done and be sure. Even though 90% of the time out there, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
didn't know that it could fail. And we are flying the CRJ200.
You know what? I should be paying attention to where the hell I am,
So I was trying to
because
do a shot of it.
I'm gonna need to descend here probably. Let's see.
CRJ200.
Use the cheating button.
Okay. So we're gonna look at our weather briefing.
So pile, we're supposed to be between 24 and 28 at 280 knots, which, hey, guess what? We're practically doing already. I've been pretty bad about controlling my speed this flight. No auto throttles on the CRJs, by the way.
And we are
A passenger.
Oh, they overshot the runway? Okay, at least that's more survivable, although that looks pretty bad.
Firestorm, are you planning
Yikes.
for runway 1? You said you bought an Airbus 319. Nice to learn See, that's what I need to do. I need to buy an Airbus to learn it before Microsoft Flight Simulator gets here.
She just asked me if I was planning on runway 1.
Super easy? Okay. So we're approaching legs. And we're gonna plan
She's
for
not that far
runway-
behind me. Alright, we're gonna do 28 right. And we're gonna do it from... What fix options do we have? Seppen, we'll just throw that in there. That's plenty far out there.
We're planning for runway 1.
Why are my passengers only 61% satisfied?
We'll do 1 left.
Yeah, man, how about that? It's
So
kind
we're
of creepy.
crossing legs.
I called it, though. Did I not?
And we're
I was like,
flying
let me
to
think of like 3 of the airlines with the worst frickin' safety records possible.
So we want to be at 280 knots.
Alright. 111.7 is going to be our frequency for our approach, so let's get that programmed
we'll
in
come
and ready
back
to
on
go
our
just so
test.
it's ready. We're good there.
That's we're at the top of the
Minimums are going to be 200 feet above the ground, so let's set that. Alright, let's let them know that we're approaching our top descent here.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, you'll be delighted to know that we will shortly be starting our descent, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you can make sure all aisles are clear for the cabin crew as they start making their way around the aircraft, it would be most appreciated. Thank you.
Did I really allow that term to be permitted? Oh god, I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. I just was trying to let you say that because you're not cursing at anyone, and it goes, hey, you can say the F word now. No problem.
28 right. Yeah, I got a change in weather. And it looks like
She got a
we're departing from runway 1.
change in weather, huh?
Not 1, excuse me. You're right, 28.
Same weather for me now,
28
for
right.
now.
What was I thinking?
Oh wow, I never 2992. Let's hope that this thing didn't notice that. Oh, you can't see it again. What the heck?
My numbers were backwards.
There we go. Now I can see it. Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to do the same thing.
Got their licenses in the forgery department.
So
So I'm not sure if you could see the self-loading cargo thing the whole time we're going. This thing's super cool. It's just a little add-on that just adds a little bit of
We're good again.
immersion because I have to actually deal with the passengers and services and the seatbelt signs, and it's kind of cool. And I mean, it's super in depth. I mean, it'll go in here and hold on a second. I need to turn her stream down a bit so it's not bleeding in. I mean, you can go in here and you can look at all the different passengers, and you can see, I mean, how many bags they brought. You can see their names. It makes up names, the guys and girls, what they're doing. Can take a look from this point of view. It's pretty cool. I actually need to go through and I need to set up a custom thing for a 200 because this isn't exactly how the 200 actually works. You can see this is a CRJ200 layout. But, I mean, whatevs. It's all good. Overall, everyone's looking pretty good. Anyone drunk? Shouldn't be anyone drunk. I haven't really messed with this yet at all, so I'm not exactly sure how to read all of it. But all right, we're passing Pile. Next, we're gonna need Bigelow, 230 between 23 and 19. And then it's gonna be Lawsett below 16, Bodega below 13, Cork at 11. So that's what I'm gonna set. Set our first hard altitude, and we'll start on down. So there's 11,000 for Cork. We'll just descend on a 3-degree glide path. Unfortunately, I don't have any real things set up for this, so it won't work. So 3-degree glide path from here is going to be 2,000 feet a minute. So the trick here, I figured this out last flight, is to make sure it doesn't jerk the passengers around and pitch down super fast, because it will do that. Maybe I can... Ooh, I can cheat and use turbulence mode. Sweet. Oh, I've had some weird stuff happen on flights, man. I've had passengers do strange things. I mean, a lot of it is people just aren't used to it, you know. He took a piss in the middle of the aisle. Yep, that happens. At the end of a flight, I had flight attendants come and tell me that there was a guy who apparently was pleasuring himself during the flight. So there's that.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, you may have noticed we've begun descending to our destination. We're not expecting any delays.
All right, Bigelow, we need to be below 23 and above 19. Looks like we're going to have that, no problem. Then after that, it's going to be Lawsett below 16. You know what? Maybe I can do this.
Turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we've landed. Please also note that the aircraft toilets will shortly be out of use. Thank you.
Let's see if I can just take a look at the Bay Area here. Actually, it's way down there. You can't even see it yet still. This is just to the north. This looks pretty, though. Let's take a step outside, shall we? I should probably get the sound pack. This sounds kind of ridiculous. Sounds like a rocket. The beautiful California. All right, we're passing Bigelow at 21, and we were supposed to be between 19 and 23. That's looking fantastic. And then Lawsett, we're supposed to cross at or below 16, still at 280 knots, so I'm a little slow. Let's bring a little power in. Also, let's zoom in because that's pretty cluttered there. Cork is we're supposed to cross at 11. You can see it's a little past Cork, so let's increase our rate of descent just by a touch here. Why does it say I'm 361 miles from San Francisco? That's messed up. It thinks Seppen is 315 miles away. Well, that's a fun little, that's a fun little simism, apparently. Hope he had the right heading set. Yeah. Predict your my landing rate, man. I've been pretty consistent, I'll say that. So if you watched me land the 200 in another stream, I've been pretty consistent with that landing rate. You'll have to figure out what that is. You know what? I can't stand it. I'm going to have these up here because just there's one thing I don't like about this aircraft in this is, I mean, normally when I'm in the real plane, I would feel like I'm right here, right? And I'd just be able to look out the window. You can see where the better scenery starts. Look at that difference there. Look out the window, and I'd be able to look down, and it's just right there, and it looks a lot better than that, so. All right, Lazet, we're supposed to cross at or below 16. Look at that, we're gonna nail it. I keep pressing the wrong damn button. San Francisco traffic blue streak 5150 is about 20 miles to the north. We're coming in on the Bodega arrival, and we're going to set up to come in on the ILS 28 right. San Francisco traffic. Go ahead and put an actual prediction in, man. It's kind of cool. You do like it shows, exclamation point predict, and then whatever rate you think I'll land at, make sure you put a minus. And I mean, you are the only one watching. Ugh, there's hair in my mouth. Oh, we call it all the same things that other people call it. You know what? Here, I'll put a prediction in. Ah, there's a hair in my mouth. Nasty. That's super distracting. All right. Cork, we're supposed to be at 11. I can't even see where the banana bar is on there, so you know what? We're going to hit it no problem. And we're supposed to slow to 250 by Cork as well. Oh, there's a hair in my mouth. Get it out. Ah. Ah. All right, we're crossing Cork at 11 at 250 knots. Here we are. Ah. Whatever's in my mouth is so nasty right now. You had to mention what you mentioned. Now there's freaking hair in my mouth. It's distracting as hell. Can't get it out. It's just chilling in the back of my throat. Check it out, San Francisco. Here's the airport. It's pretty dope.
San Francisco traffic, SkyWest 5282, taking off runway 1 left, San Francisco.
Francisco.
San Francisco traffic, Blue Streak 5150 is 6 miles to the north. We're on the Bodega arrival. We're going to end up flying a downwind out and come back in on the ILS 28 right, San Francisco traffic. I have no idea what it's doing going way the hell out there. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oops, I'm a little slow. Like, we can actually just continue out on this heading, then whoop, swing it back around. What is the elevation of San Francisco? I'm going to assume it's damn close to 0 because we're at the sea level. Yeah, sweet. So we're high. Oh, this is going to be fun. Be able to chop and drop it, bring it in nice and tight without pissing off the passengers. That's the key. Want to try and keep the passengers happy. That's the whole point of what we're doing here, right? Oh, is there SkyWest taking off? Whoop. That's sweet. You can see him taking off. Isn't that cool? I know the screens down here right now are totally immersion breaking, but you know what? I don't care. I do what I want. In all seriousness, I am about to get rid of them though, because we need to figure out what in the world the box is doing. Vectors 153 for 640 miles. Interesting. I have a better idea. How about it turns that way? We sync up the heading bug. We go into heading mode, and then we clean it up so it's not full of shit. Sounds a lot better, doesn't it? I think it does. FMC drunk? No, I think it's just the goofy way they had it programmed in here. It might just be a limitation of the X-Plane software or the FMS software that they have programmed in for this thing. I mean, oops. I mean, there's a few things that are a little bit off about the way the FMC is programmed in this game. All right, we're going to chop the power here. We got to lose quite a bit of altitude in a short space, and we want to do it without pissing off the passengers. Axe Mule is actually the final approach fix of the approach as well. Let's switch over to Nav 1, which is where the ILS frequency is programmed in. 284 is the inbound course. Axe Mule is about 5 miles. That's perfect. Let's fly outbound on the reciprocal heading of the inbound course. And start a descent. Axe Mule is going to be at 1,800 feet. We got a lot of altitude to lose, but that's okay. That's why I did power idle. Now, you could do a couple things here. You could go speed mode 250 for the descent. That's perfectly fine. I'm just going to use vertical speed to do it. So I'm going to do 1.8 down in all 3 of the RJs. Gives you damn close to 250 knots. Coming through 10, getting those landing lights back on. That's the clear to land light, so we leave it off for now. Or the clear to land switch, I should say. Through 10. You know what would be helpful if I set the proper altimeter setting? Thankfully it's not that far off. Actually, we can increase our rate of descent a little bit here. I don't want to pitch down too far. You don't want to go much more than 5 degrees nose down because it becomes pretty uncomfortable for the passengers. As you can see right now, if you take a look, we're at 2.5 degrees nose down. 5 degrees is like the max just because it gets very uncomfortable for the passengers. So we're just working on losing our altitude here. I put out a little bit of spoilers. San Francisco traffic blue streak 5150 is on the downwind outbound from the airport to come back in around on the ILS 28 right, San Francisco traffic. Just realized the flight director wasn't on that whole time. It's not realistic. You don't have to hit that button to bring it up, but in the real plane, but it's all good. Tell flight attendants to prepare the cabin for landing.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing. Thank you.
Which is our cue to do this. Now that's right. Shoot. Alright, we can start that turn back in. And we can reduce that rate of descent. And we can also take our spoilers out. We can bring a little bit of power in.
Any items should be safely stored and remember to turn off all electronic devices until after landing. Thank you.
111.7, 111.7, San Francisco traffic blue streak 5150 is back inbound on the ILS 28 right. We're about 5 miles outside, or 10 miles outside Aximal, San Francisco traffic. Struggle bus!
We were there.
There we go, now we got a good one there, so we can arm approach mode. We're just hauling at the moment just for the sake of trying to get inbound so we're not taking too much time, too much of other people's time. Localize is captured. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So I am a little lower than I should be here, technically, but for some reason Seepin was not working properly. So we're gonna chill. I'm gonna keep the speed up as well for now. San Francisco traffic, Blue Street 5150 is on a 13-mile final for San Francisco traffic. For runway 28 right. Struggle!
San Francisco traffic, music at 882.
There's music. We can hear her again.
11,000 feet, holding. 15 miles from Eddy, expecting ILS runway 28 right, San Francisco traffic.
15 miles from Eddy.
I think I screwed up. Did I say 18 right? I meant 28 right. There is no 18 right here. Oh well. Alright, time to slow down. We'll bring that power back to idle because we got a little bit of speed to lose here. I'm going to pre-bug 180 knots. I'm going to bring those spoilers out. I left the power up a little bit too long. Yeah, they're probably dissatisfied with the amount of deceleration there. We need 200 knots before we can bring in flaps 8 on this plane. Alright, under 200 flaps 8. Glide slopes live, flaps 20, speed 170. Gear down, flaps 30. Speed 160, glide slopes captured. Flaps 45, bug and ref 145. For landing checklist, thrust reverses our arm, landing gear verified down 3 green, flaps verified 45 degrees indicating, 45 degrees indicating. Before landing checklist complete, clear to land.
Traffic, Casper Wing 1711 Alpha, all right, 128 right, skirmish. Open traffic.
San Francisco traffic, Blue Street 5150 is on a 5-mile final runway 28 right, San Francisco traffic. Why is my crew not yet seated? Almost forgot to tell them that, apparently. Get your butts in your seats, yo. Thousand feet, stable spoilers, stow confirm, miss approach altitude set. Miss approach altitude set, 3,000. Hey, they're seated, there we go. Struggle bus.
Music 882, 15 miles from San Francisco, runway 28 right, expecting ILS landing, San Francisco traffic.
San Francisco traffic, Blue Street 5152, mile final 28 right, San Francisco's traffic. All right, see some of that pilot stuff, autopilot's off. 500 on speed, on the bug, just a touch high, stable checks.
400.
Getting a little high, get that nose down just a touch.
300.
Minimums.
Landing.
Light slow. 50, 40, 30.
Whoa, what the fudge? That is not the way the real plane acts, but whatever. That was garbage. Bounced 300 feet per minute. That was awful. Garbage. garbage. San Francisco traffic, blue streak, 5150, clearing 28 right on Delta, crossing 28 left on Delta, and then taxiing into gate, San Francisco traffic. Oh, that was so bad. I can't wait to see how that grade is. That was bad. Nice landing, my butt. That was not a nose strike. The 200 actually lands that flat. So what you'll see a lot of people do is they'll float the plane forever because they flare too much, and that'll be why, because they don't keep the nose down. At least I don't think it was a nose strike. We'll have to go back and see if it was a porpoise or not. Something just felt really screwy with my yoke. And I mean, I just have the Saitek yoke with the rubber band mod. So, I mean, it very well could have been... Whoops. It very well could have been that I need to get a better yoke, you know. But we'll see what it looked like on the replay. I mean, it was bobby, that's for sure. But it was really annoying because, you know, I started to pull the power out at 100 feet the way you do in the real plane, and it just started to have its ass drop out on it. So we'll see. I don't think it was a nose strike. Now there's a gate for her to park out if she wants to go over here. Screw it, I'm gonna park right next to this American 7-3 over here. Gate 55. Yeah, you don't need to overshoot that much in a deuce. that overshoot line is made for a larger aircraft. I should probably buy SAM. Be nice to be able to actually get guidance on the way in. Thought I had auto gate ready to go, but apparently not. Alright. Here we are. Let's set the brake. Come on. PC, set the brake. Alright, brake set. I did not start the AP yet. Epic fail. We can still shut down one of the engines though. Whoopsies. There we go, AP's up, it's taking the load. We can shut down the other one now too. And with that, passenger signs off, hydraulics off, beacon off, nose steering, or that's off, that's off. And opening the doors, offloading passengers. Let's do the rest of the FO's flow. So windshield heat off, probes off. Need to switch the packs over to that air. Transponder off, radars off. Looking good. Alright, here we are. What we got? Cargo's unloading. Okay. Passengers are hungry. Well, yeah, it was that long of a flight, so I don't know what you want from me. "57% satisfied. I wonder what pissed them off." I'm interested to see the flight report. Two on board still. Get off! Get off my plane, yo. Thank you, come again. Let's take a look at our flight report, shall we? A+. Suck it. So I'm not sure why it marked early as a bad thing. It was within 10 minutes too. Scheduled arrivals 03, 08, we were a little bit late. So it's happy, apparently. But we know better, right? Let's go take a look at the replay, shall we? You telling me I didn't have replays enabled? I didn't have replays enabled? Really?
Everyone has their seatbelts fastened?
Am I blind? There it is, replay mode. Disconnect real quick, go into replay mode. Get this screen out of here. Alright, here we are on final. Let's get rid of self-loading cargo for now. Get a little replay action. Let's see how this went. That's the airport we took off from. That's a good joke. Let's see if it was a nose strike or not. So So you're gonna see I started pulling the power at 100 feet or so. I started nice and smoothly reducing it, and it just drops out of the sky. And you're gonna see me pull up because of that. I'm gonna overcorrect, and I'm gonna have to put the nose back down. So a little bit of sim goofiness in that sense. See, I put the nose down for the runway because I was getting a touch high. And then just all of a sudden, it just sank. And that's why I jerked it up. And that's where the balloon happened. And then you can see me put it down, but we got the bounce. And you see that right there is BS. It would not bounce that much. But notice the nose wheel did not touch first. So yeah, it felt like it was going to sink in on me too much. I did that, and then it just ballooned. Yeah, see, spoilers come up, it's not going to bounce like that in the real world. But notice that nose wheel's off the ground? That is how flat it lands. Yes, it does. It looks like it in the real plane, too. It really does. I know what I'm doing. I'll fly this plane for real. So yeah. All right. Here we are. Oh, she buttered it in. She did 111 foot per minute on her landing. Thank you, Ox. So if you're wondering who the heck I'm talking about, it's Music here. She just flew the same route.
Thank you.
So. If you want to pull window up with her as well. But that's it for me for now. I'm gonna Why could I not hear her? No. That's it for me for now, though. I'm gonna take a break and get some dinner. Then I'll probably be back on. I'm either gonna play some more of this or maybe some warships. One of the two. So, stay safe, Ox. Hopefully we don't have any more stories of more crashes by the time you come back.
So welcome to San Francisco.
Have a good night, man. Sleep well.
We just flew in.
We need to get more people in on this channel, though.